Suburbs, it's your realtor, Jeremy. It's Tuesday. It's time for the Tuesday market update. I'm back. I know I missed 2 weeks. The first week I was on vacation with my family. I'll have some pictures popping up over here. But we decided to take a couple days. We went to the San Diego Zoo. We also spent some time at the beach. And funny thing, my sister, brother-in-law, and their 3 kids were also on vacation in San Diego. Totally didn't plan the trips together, but we ended up spending the day at the beach together, both of our families. It was a great time. And then last week, my kids were on fall break through Monday, and they went back out to school on Tuesday, and so I just didn't compute that it was Tuesday. Like, my days were so off, and I just didn't realize. So that's why I didn't do it last Tuesday. My bad, y'all. So anyway, we're back. Time for the Tuesday market update. This week we're looking at Chandler and Gilbert. Let's get into the numbers. Average sale price, we're looking at September 2019 versus 2018. 353,112, up from 347,551, just a 1.6% change. This is why we're adding in the year-to-date numbers, because we want to give some more evenness to the volatility we can sometimes see when we compare one month to another. So year-to-date, we're at 356,802, up from 346,235, a 3% change, which is right in line with where we expected to be, between a 3 and a 4% appreciation year over year. Days on market, average, or comparing September to September, we're down 2 days. Year to date, we're up 3. So pretty flat line. You're going to see that in the graph on the days on market. It's just kind of not moving much, which is fine. Here's the spread of houses. We had the bulk of them sell in the 300 to 400 range, though 250 to 300 was not too far behind. We had a total of 368 houses sold in Chandler, down a little bit. Last year we had 386. It's a good thing my dyslexia didn't kick in giving those numbers. Here's our graph of the active, sold, and new listings. And as you can see, solds dropped off a bit. New listings dropped off too, but not as much as the sold listings. So we actually increased on our absorption rate. You'll see that in a minute. But still not a ton of inventory. Here's the graph of the price. As you can see, we had a little bit of a dip from August to September. You can see it just generally trends upward. Again, that's why we're adding year-to-date numbers in to help us alleviate some of that volatility sometimes. Here is the absorption rate. As you can see, we did tick up a bit, but it's not even quite to 1.4 months. So if no new houses came on the market, we would only have a month and a third of inventory before it was all gone. So we are very, very much in a seller's market right now. There's just not a lot of inventory for the buyers that we have available. So if you're looking to sell, it's a great time to sell. If you're buying, we can still get you a good deal. You have to have a good negotiator. Have to have somebody who knows the market and understands what's going on in it. So, whoops. Here's your days on market. As you can see, they're kind of flat, tapered off a little bit, but pretty within a couple days of each other for the most part. Gilbert numbers, here we go. Average 394.47, up from 367.566, a 6.23% change. Year to date, we're at 378.557, up from 357.268, a 5.96% change. Now, this is interesting. This is one of the first times, I've been doing this show for a year and a half. This is one of the first times that I've seen Gilbert and Chandler be reasonably off from each other. Appreciation's much higher in Gilbert right now. I think part of what plays into that is just Gilbert regularly gets flagged as being one of the best cities to live, on those national rankings and stuff like that. I think there's a lot of great things going on in Gilbert. I love Chandler. I live in Chandler. We do have more pockets of lower value houses in Chandler than we do in Gilbert. Gilbert, you're going to be hard pressed to find anything. Hard pressed to find anything under $200,000. And if it is, it's going to be a small 1-bedroom townhouse or something like that. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. But Gilbert does get regularly ranked as one of the top cities to live, and they just opened a ginormous new park. I'll have to do a video on that at some point to show you guys. It's pretty sweet. Anyway, days on market 44 down from 49, so substantial 5-day difference there. Year to date, days on market are up a little bit. Here's the spread. As you can see, there were 4 houses under 200,000. So there's, like I said, not too many. If I look back at the stats for Chandler, we had 30 houses under 200,000 sell. So that gives you a little bit of an indication of the houses that are there available being sold. Spread, by far and away, 300 to 400 is the winner in Gilbert. They sold 455, up from 420 last year. So a handful of more houses are selling in Gilbert than in Chandler. As you can see here, all those lines are getting really close to each other. And what that equates to is not a lot of inventory, and what's on the market is turning over pretty darn quick. You see a little bit of a dip in the sold listings like we saw in Chandler. Doesn't seem to be quite as dramatic. Pricing line is way stronger on Gilbert than Chandler right now for appreciation. Absorption rate, as you can see, that dip right before it ticked up this last month was at 1.2. So literally a month and a week of inventory in Gilbert. And you can see that by those graphs that were so much closer together for sold listings and active listings. The further apart the graphs get on that first one, the more balanced the market is. And then days on market, aside from the big blip earlier this year, kind of flatlining, which we're seeing. There's only a certain amount of time you can really, I mean, an average close is like 33 days. So you're not going to see a lot of stuff go way under that. So, but anyway, that is it for this week's Tuesday Market Update. I appreciate you guys checking it out. I really do. I really love engaging with you guys, both online as well as like in person. I chat with people all the time. They say, hey, I saw your show, and talk to me about it. So feel free to talk to me about it. If you got a question, hit me up. I love talking about the market, what it's doing. I still, everything says it's still a great investment to be in real estate. It's a great time to buy. It's a really great time to sell right now. But I appreciate you guys checking it out, and I will see you next week on the Tuesday Market Update. You guys have a great week. Bye.